Researchers in Sweden have built a transistor out of wood. TikTok is now banned in Montana and federal devices. Apple reveals a voice cloning tool for new iPhones, and Google partners with universities for advances in quantum computing. All that and more next on The Computer Doctor Show.
You're listening to The Computer Doctor Show, your source for technology subjects affecting your business and personal life during this new normal. Your host is an award-winning office technician and IT specialist, author, tutor, ethical hacker, and recent winner on localbest.com as the best computer shop in Tucson. Broadcasting live, here's Aaron Moss.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Computer Doctor Show, your headquarters for up-to-date scam awareness, science, and cutting-edge technology talk. This is episode 131. I'm Aaron Moss, your host. Thanks for tuning in with us every Saturday at 2 p.m. We post all of our shows and bonus content on ComputerDoctorShow.com and the Computer Doctor Show YouTube channel. Co-hosting today, we have Chris in for the Cast of the Unscrewed Theater. Good day.
Good day. How are you?
Okay. Are you able to hear okay? You look like you're struggling.
Oh, well,
Okay.
we'll fix it in post.
Okay. Well, also a reminder to please support our sponsors. So if you are looking for top quality auto repairs that exceed your expectations, look no further than Perfection Auto Works. The expert team of technicians at Perfection Auto Works take pride in getting the job done right the first time with a level of workmanship that ensures perfection in every job. From routine maintenance to major repairs, Perfection Auto Works aims to surpass their customers' expectations. Visit Perfection Auto Works to experience why they are the trusted name in auto repair. Call 323-8650 or visit perfectionautoworks.com. Perfection Auto Works, where perfection is not just a word, it is their commitment. And remember, if you like the Computer Doctor Show, please support our sponsors.
Yeah.
Okay, we have a great technology show. We're going to get into some rapid tech news from this week. Yes, it is true. Apparently, people in Sweden have built a transistor out of a plank of wood.
A plank of wood. I thought transistors are small things.
They are it's supposed to be a silicon NPN or PNP device for those of you that are electronically inclined, if you are aware of what a transistor is. But apparently they were able to incorporate electrically conducting polymers through the material in a way that retains space for an ionically conductive electrolyte. So they were able, I guess the conductive material is in the polymer, but the shape is the wood.
Okay. All right.
But it's still fascinating that wood is involved.
Yes. Yeah, it's very retro. As a matter of fact, I would think that transistor and whatever machine it is would be perfect for Beatles fans.
Yes.
Because it is made from Norwegian wood.
There we go. And it's probably not going to be a good idea to have termites nearby.
No.
That could be detrimental to the electronic
Right.
production.
So in addition to updating your software, you also have to get a termite inspection every couple of months.
There we go. Or else it's just going to be a formidable waste. It's just going to collapse on its own.
Or a delicious meal.
either that way. So they were able to get this polymer diffused by soaking the wood in the polymer solution. They had to soak the wood in order for it to be the material that it needed to become to perform these tasks. So the wood of choice was balsa wood. It was chosen because it's grainless and it was evenly textured. And the real question is, since in a processor, like in a computer processor, a processor is made of thousands, tens of thousands, sometimes millions of small transistor-like type devices microscopically put into the same spot.
Yes.
So, if that can be done with wood, how fast would a wooden processor of a computer be?
I don't know. You would have to ask a woodchuck, I guess.
Yep. Well, it wouldn't work. Or would it?
Or would it?
There we go. All right. Also hitting the news this week, also, TikTok is now banned in Montana.
Oh, it's about time.
Yes. I believe it's the only state that has banned it overall. So the governor of Montana announced a few days ago to protect the state it wanted to protect the state of intellectual property from foreign adversaries such as TikTok and ByteDance, which are based out of China.
Yes.
ByteDance owns TikTok the same way that Alphabet owns Google, that kind of thing.
Right. They're the parent company, so to
The
speak.
parent company,
Yes.
exactly right. So the law, SB 419 in the state of Montana, will ban downloads and possible usage of the app, reaching out to app stores to accomplish this. So basically, I guess the state of Montana has to reach out to the Apple Store, to the Google Store, to the Play Store, to all the stores that currently have TikTok. They're going to be getting a phone call from the state of Montana in some way to say, "Hey, take this off." I don't know exactly how that works exactly.
No, it sounds like a logistical nightmare.
I understand the reason why they're doing it, but to actually accomplish it,
Right.
Yeah, it's
And enforce it?
Yeah,
My heart goes out to all those deprived Montanans.
yeah.
They will not be able to see choreographed dances anymore. They will not be able to swipe up for hours on end. My heart goes out to them.
But here's the thing: what's stopping someone from just crossing state lines, downloading the app, and then bringing it back into the state of Montana?
I don't know. I mean, they're gonna build a dome over Montana where the TikTok signal doesn't go.
It just bounces off and goes into Canada or Idaho, somewhere else.
Exactly.
I don't know.
You're gonna get straight TikTok broadcasts.
Okay, that's okay. Well, yeah. So we'll definitely keep you up to date with.
Yes,
how the
that
state
is
of
a
Montana-
developing story.
That is developing. Yes. So the way it happens is first the laws are passed, and then they figure out how to do it later.
Well, there
apparently.
you go. Good luck to them.
Okay. So the next is Apple revealed Personal Voice, a voice cloning tool for new iPhones, and it's supposed to supposedly be in the latest iPhone update. I just updated my phone earlier this week, and what Personal Voice is basically a cloning tool. So we've been talking in previous episodes about one of the latest crazes and one of the latest threats is for machine learning technology able to clone your face. They're able to clone deep fakes.
Deep fake, yeah.
Now they can start cloning your voice.
Your voice.
And it's just about anything. So right now, as I'm talking to you, well, we're here in person, so that it's really me.
Are we?
Or are we?
Oh.
I mean, you look like the Chris that I know, but
Oh, do I?
you do, but
Or
I don't
we
know.
could just be fooling everyone. This could be one big hoax, and we could both be AI.
It could be. So, as of now, I don't know exactly how this personal voice exactly works. I have not run into anyone who has actually used it, and there's nothing really online that actually shows anybody actually actively using it or setting it up.
Okay.
So we don't have any more information about that, but it is there. It is probably going to get bigger and badder as
Okay.
time goes on. So
Is that just for lazy people, like they don't want to talk, so they clone their voice? Or
it could be done by lazy people. It could be done by scammers trying to convince you that they're talking to somebody else, somebody that you trust, and you're more willing to give more personal information.
or people on the radio.
Yeah. But what Apple, the reason why Apple had released it is for accessibility issues. Those that have diseases that no longer allow them to talk, people with with cancer, they had to have muscles removed from their jaw, things
like Val Kilmer in that Top Gun movie.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
Yep, could be. I haven't seen it yet.
Okay.
Don't,
Spoiler alert.
don't spoil it. Okay, thank you. I was actually going to watch it this week, actually, with my wife.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well, then we'll
Okay.
say no
But
more.
we'll talk about it next time you're on. So
All right.
okay. So that's the reason why they created it for those that want to be able to talk and be able to have a conversation and use their voice, but they just can't physically anymore.
Okay. So
that
to
would-
give a voice to those who
Or
can't speak.
a voice to those that are voiceless.
Okay.
Basically. So we'll report back to that as far as that goes with any updated information. Also, Twitter, aka X Corp, has a new CEO. Her name is Linda Yaccarino. Yacarino. So she's yakking away in 242 characters.
I believe 242 characters at a time, I guess.
She was formerly an advertising executive with NBC Universal, and since over the past few months, Twitter has throttled back from its security and its earlier goal of making it more and more secure. You know, they still have the blue check mark thing still going on. But they've throttled back as far as censorship has gone. So they're still letting a lot more things that they were taking out before. They're just letting it go now.
Yeah.
So, because a lot of people were upset with it. So
put out there what you want.
There we go. Okay. We have also Google is partnering to advance quantum computing. So the University of Chicago and the University of Tokyo is spending $100 million over the next 10 years to improve quantum computing. And the promises of quantum computing can potentially bring tangible benefits to the lives of many, from identifying molecules for new medicines to designing more sustainable batteries. I like that.
Okay.
Providing smart IT security and developing scientific research advances that haven't been quite imagined yet.
Wow.
So quickly, I'm going to tell you in a nutshell what quantum computing basically is.
Okay.
First of all, it is an emerging field of study using principles of quantum materials, so very, very small materials, molecular size, electron size, and smaller materials.
Okay.
This is at the quantum level. Two examples is superposition and entanglement. So superposition is traditional computers would be binary, zeros and ones. That's traditional computing.
Right.
Superposition, quantum material can be both 0 and 1.
Oh my goodness.
At the same time.
I think they're going to outlaw that on Montana too.
It's strange. People don't understand it, but that's one of the tricky measures that scientists are trying to figure out in this quantum material. And also another example of quantum principles is quantum entanglement, and that's when two materials are bound despite the distance between them. It's a phenomenon that allows machines to instantly communicate over great distance without wires, transmission, or broadcasting. So if you can have a quantum phone, I can talk to you on the other side of the universe or the other side of the galaxy,
the world,
instantaneously.
Wow.
Instantaneously.
Wow.
It's faster than the speed of light.
That's amazing.
Amazing, right? Okay, let's take our midway commercial break with a word from our sponsors. Up next, science and tech history from this week. More rapid tech reports, including why Google will delete inactive accounts later this year. This is the Computer Doctor Show. We'll be right back.
You know, Donna, I really love being with you.
Yeah, I know.
I can't believe someone as pretty as you would love me.
I've loved you from the start.
Really?
Yeah, the start of your Maserati.
Donna, slow down! I can't believe these wedding pictures. Man, did they turn out spectacular. This one is so incredible.
Ooh, let me see.
That photographer did such a great job.
Hey, those are pictures of you and your Corvette.
Duh.
At Perfection Auto Works, we don't understand the mystery of attraction, but in reality, most guys and gals really love their cars. When it comes to true auto and truck repair, at Perfection Auto Works, you're gonna feel the love. Call today, 323-8650 and perfectionautoworks.com.
When I told you I was into leather, I did not mean new seat covers for your Jaguar.
Computer Doctor of Tucson is the best choice in desktop support in Tucson. They fix error messages, power and boot problems, install of software and hardware, and much more. You can come to them, or they can come to you, or even have a remote support session so they can fix your issues over the phone quickly. Give them a call at 261-5508, 261-5508. Visit them on the web at computerdoctortucson.com. Computer Doctor of Tucson, because technology is great when it works.
Welcome back to the Computer Doctor Show, your source for scam awareness, science, and cutting-edge technology talk. Aaron Moss, your host, along with Chris, co-hosting today for the Unscrewed Theater. Before we get into the next segment, Chris, give us a quick rundown of the Unscrewed Theater.
Well, tonight is a great night. We have 3 shows tonight. We have our Unscrewed Family Hour at 6 p.m. That happens once a month. It's comic book improv, so you can bring the whole family, have a great time with superheroes. Then we have a family-friendly show at 7:30, and then at 9 o'clock is a pay-what-you-will show. So you set your own ticket price. It is called The Backyard, and you can support up-and-coming improvisers at Unscrewed Theater, all tonight in person or through live stream.
All right. Thank you so much for that. Let's take a look at science and tech history. We got 4. Let's see what we did.
So 84 years ago, on May 17th, 1939, was the first televised sporting event ever.
It was. It was a baseball game between the Brooklyn Dodgers and Cincinnati Reds. It was at Ebbets Field in Brooklyn. It was only 2 camera angles, and the cameras didn't move, so it wasn't very...
so it looked like a security camera.
Essentially, it was black and white, too. Yes, the Dodgers won the game with a score of 6-2 against the Reds.
Go Dodgers.
What do we have?
122 years ago, on May 21st, 1901, the first speed limit law. Was this national?
It was only in the state of Connecticut.
Okay.
And they were the first ones. So it was the speed limit was set at 12 miles per hour or 19 kilometers per hour within the city limits, and 15 miles per hour or 24 kilometers per hour in the rural areas.
Okay.
And in order for the police to figure that out, they actually had to use a stopwatch between 2 points.
You're pretty much like today, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Not much has changed.
There we go. All right.
131 years ago, Kodak was founded. May 23rd, 1892.
And it was the dominant force in the photography industry for many years, especially in the 70s and 80s. They coined the phrase Kodak moment. I've used that several times.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, talk about a tech giant.
Yes.
That is gone by the wayside.
And one of the, not so much by the wayside, they have been doing some things. So in 2018, Kodak actually created the Kodak coin. So Kodak actually has its own coin. Cryptocurrency.
Crypto. Kodak crypto.
Yes, Kodak
Can
crypto.
you see my eyes rolling outside of my head?
We're gonna have a Chris coin.
A Chris crypto.
A Chris crypto and an Aaron crypto at
There
some
you
point.
go.
Everybody will have their own crypto at some point.
All right, and speaking of tech giants,
yes.
May 24th, 1985, that was 38, I don't believe that was 38 years ago.
I feel old.
AOL was founded.
AOL, wow.
America Online.
I think I still have the 10,000 hour discs.
Yeah, I'm using it as a coaster.
There you go. You've got mail phrase, which was created by users, so that it greeted users with an audible announcement whenever they received new mail.
Some people still have that as their ringtone.
Right. And that is it for science and tech history. Here's some other stories towards the end of the show here. Amazon plans to add ChatGPT style search to its online store. And this can be very helpful because basically, imagine Amazon being able to interact with its users in a conversational experience, being designed to help users find answers to their questions, compare products, and even receive personalized suggestions. So maybe at some point in the future, you can go to Amazon and say, I want a blanket that's really, really warm. You know,
and then they'll send you 8 of them.
Yeah, and they'll say, how about this and how about that? Well, this one is not really a blanket, but it will keep you warm. Would you like a pillow to go with that? You know, so it's almost like a salesman. Kind of sounds like a salesman.
It's like an artificial intelligence salesperson.
Yeah, with a sport jacket.
I think I need to take a shower now.
There we go. So many times, this can be very helpful because a lot of influencers are starting to make videos on Amazon advertising the product, and then within the video there's a button that you can click where they get a cut of everything that is sold through that influencer video or that influencer short video.
Well, good.
This happens on TikTok. It happens on, in the states that allow TikTok, of course.
Right. Not in Montana.
There we go. So it's becoming a more and more interesting thing. So,
the AI is the new revolution.
There we go. Here's a tech tip. In a recent Times magazine, they had this elaborate article regarding teens and social media. Now, this is nothing new, but the Computer Doctor Show, we want our kids to be safe, and this is very good advice for parents. And the Times article had mentioned that 5 key points here. The first one, early parental involvement. So research suggests that close monitoring of social media use in children aged as early as 10 years old to 14.
I thought it was going to be even younger.
Well, it can be, but apparently that's when the trouble actually starts. The trouble time is starting like 11 and 12.
Yes.
So if you start at age 10, you know, it can go. And what parents need to be doing, they need to be reviewing the posts that their children are watching and posting, and also looking at their friend requests. People that are reaching out to your kids, okay, are they appropriate for them to be communicating with such people?
Sure.
So parents, you need to know this technology and know how to look at it and know if it's good or bad for your child. Also, you want to establish firm boundaries at night. So setting boundaries for screen time before bedtime. Some parents say no screens after 9 p.m., for example, or keeping smartphones and tablets out of the bedroom overnight. And parents, if you see if your child gives you a thing that looks like a phone, make sure that there's a phone inside that case, because they'll just pull out the case and give you the case.
Oh, the old switcheroo.
The old switcheroo. Kids are smart. They're going to find ways.
They are. They'll have a burner phone under their bed.
Ooh,
check under their bed.
I hope the kids aren't listening to this. We're not giving them things. Okay. Anyway,
they already figured that out.
Yeah, probably. The next thing is teach teens about the impact of social media on their brains. So how the brain is vulnerable to the influences of social media. Help teens to navigate those negative effects. And there's lots of them. There's lots of negative effects out there. So parents need to make sure that they're on the latest technology, what the effects are for young people, and make sure that is communicated to their kids.
Absolutely. It is a fantasy land. It is not real.
Exactly. Also, encourage self-reflection. So sometimes, if just having downtime from electronics, make sure that the children don't feel that the device is in control of them versus they are in control of the device. So that's a period of self-reflection, and teens need to be encouraged to do that.
That is philosophical.
It is. So parenting is philosophical.
Yeah.
It gets very, very
and
philosophical.
It is there every day, every day.
And also foster open dialogue. So you want to maintain open communication, leading conversations with curiosity rather than judgment.
Oh, good.
So you say,
good
oh,
tip.
Really? How does that work? Okay, so who's this guy? Do you know, who's he? And, who's her? And, okay. Yeah, You're just curious.
Who is this person named Elon?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, here's our final tidbit here. Google will delete inactive accounts later this year.
I heard about this.
So it's time to freshen up those forgotten Google accounts, or you can risk losing them. So inactive accounts are more likely to be compromised, and that's the reason. So they may use old, outdated passwords that have since been compromised, and these older accounts are 10 times less likely to have two-factor authentication set up. So in order to keep your Google account, you need to sign into them at least once every 2 years.
2 years.
Are you capable of doing that? At least once every 2 years.
I have Gmail accounts that I can't even remember.
Okay. Before we wrap up, I just want to thank our sponsor, Perfection Auto Works, again for sponsoring our show. Stop by their location at Speedway in Craycroft for your free 26-point inspection. As always, don't click unverified links in emails or text messages. Use a password manager. Always look at the address bar. Check activity on your bank statements on a regular basis. Enable two-factor authentication. Verify all incoming and outgoing calls. Back up your system to the cloud and listen to the Computer Doctor Show live on Saturdays and post it as podcast on Tuesdays. If you missed any part of this episode, go to computerdoctorshow.com, click episodes, and find episode 131. My name is Aaron Moss, your hosting technology expert. Chris co-hosting today from the Unscrewed Theater. Tom Fairbanks is at the control board. Stay safe, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll talk to you again next week.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of the Computer Doctor Show. If you missed any part of this live broadcast, we post all our episodes online at computerdoctorshow.com. Remember, the world is getting more and more tech, and so should you. To stay current with technology, listen to The Computer Doctor Show each week for local and global tech insights. If you have suggestions for a topic on a future show, send us an email at info@computerdoctorshow.com.